And then I'm like, all right, everything's still good. So let me finally put water in the tree because, we're still a few weeks away from Christmas. I don't want it to dry out. So I'm going
Mhm.
to water my tree.
Mhm.
After I
Mhm.
watered the tree, I would say, I don't
Sorry.
know, maybe 20, maybe 30 minutes or so. I'm in the kitchen. I'm like getting ready for like my lunch the next day and stuff for work. And next thing you know, all I hear is a crash. Just
Welcome back. It's your girl here on your favorite podcast, Mindset Talks Podcast. And I know I'm excited to be here. I know my girl Cassie's always excited to be here. And we have
always.
another great episode today for you.
We certainly do. And because I'm chugging along on some good energy because I just feel super accomplished today. And I feel like when you feel accomplished, you radiate good vibes. So
Oh, that's a fact. I tell you, once we started chit chatting, I just felt all your good energy just exploding out of your body. So keep up
thank
those vibes. I really like it. I know you've been
you.
pretty busy lately and things like that. So I know your energy wasn't always high, but
Mm.
you've seemed to come to a nice point now.
I am trying, even though I'm on that turning point of the day where I'm like drooping and getting
Mm-hmm.
tired based off of my new daily routines. But other than that, I am rocking and rolling here, and I'm trying to keep the momentum going. But we'll see where it goes from here.
Okay. I'm here for it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Well, speaking of like good vibes and whatever,
hmm
how was your weekend?
My weekend, it was pretty chill. I actually just did my TSA pre-check, so I'm excited.
Ooh, you're one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
I have to learn more about that.
yes. Just a random tidbit of information for anyone who's interested. Staples, there are Staples locations that actually do the TSA pre-check.
At like Staples?
Yeah, like the store Staples where you get like your office supplies.
Oh, okay.
So, specific locations, not all of them,
Mhm.
they do TSA pre-checks. So I had did mine, and it literally took maybe 5 minutes, if that. Super quick, easy process. It does
Is
cost
it?
about $80. Yeah, no, it's like dumb fast because you do a pre-enrollment online,
Mhm.
and then it's best to arrange an appointment so that way you know you're set to go. They can do walk-ins, but
Mhm.
unfortunately, the Staples closest to me doesn't do it. So we took a little bit of a road trip to go get that done because another location that was close didn't have someone. So, but
Mm.
yeah, I'm going to be going on my first flight soon with the baby, and
Exciting.
so TSA pre-check is kind of a necessary requirement. So,
Oh.
but yeah, so that's really the most that I did this weekend. Other than that, kind of just chilled, lounged on the couch, just
Mhm.
some much needed rest, even though I'm home every day.
Listen, that is
But rest
truly
as a
needed.
family, you know, we rested as a family. That's totally different. So,
Gotcha, gotcha. Well,
but yeah, good weekend. How about yours?
that's exciting. I didn't know the pre-check thing was that like easy, so I might have to look into that.
Yeah, yeah. No, literally, it's only like $80. You go online, you just fill out some information. It's just pretty much like your name, and then when you go to finish the enrollment in person, you
Mhm.
just have to have an ID and like a birth certificate,
Mhm.
and you just get fingerprinted real quick. They take your picture, which I did not know. So for those of you who do it, they
Be
do take your
sure.
picture. I was not picture ready, but I was picture ready. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
was like, just in case they have to take my picture. It said nothing in there about a picture,
Mm.
but
Weird.
I looked decent, I think. I don't know. I asked the guy if my eyes were open at least because he took the picture so damn fast. I was
I hate that. It's like when you're at the DMV.
right, and you know when I smile, my eyes get small, so I'm like, "Shit, guy, like, can can I at least, like, preview the picture?"
Yeah.
But no, it is what it is, so,
Interesting.
yeah, get it done.
I'm gonna have to definitely. 'Cause I've always thought about it, but I don't know why I thought it was like more intense. So,
No, that's probably, like, global entry or something else.
oh maybe. Who knows?
Mhm.
I don't really know. I don't know. Anyways, so my weekend. um, my weekend was good. It was a little more busy and hectic than I had hoped for.
Mhm.
Just because, with like moving and stuff, it's definitely been a lot. I have been having a lot going on the past couple of weeks, and I just want some time to like veg out. But I guess when you move during the holidays, that's not really an option.
Right.
So probably not the best idea if people are thinking about it. So I spent some good quality time with my mama on Saturday.
Ooh, yes.
So that
That
was
must have been
nice.
nice.
It was. I mean, except for me, we spent a little too much time in the mall. Not really something that like I'm into because I don't really like shopping and being in a mall for hours, especially during the holiday season, is not somewhere I want to be.
Oh, girl, I second that. Yeah, it's not really my go-to either.
No. So, I mean, but overall, it was a good day, except the fact that the U.S. men's national team decided to completely fail us in the World Cup. God damn it! But can I really say I'm surprised? I don't
I
know.
have not been keeping up.
Oh man, it was a sad day for that. But Portugal is still in there so far, so I'm gonna be rooting for
She's
them.
like, "Hey, my other team is still there, so we're good."
Exactly. Um, but yeah, so that was Saturday. I wasn't really able to get too much done around the house on Saturday because I spent like literally the whole day with my mom. But
Mhm.
good balance.
Okay.
And then Sunday was an exciting day because I finally got my Christmas tree. And
Okay.
for
Holiday
anybody that
season.
knows, yes, I am like obsessed with like real trees. That shit cannot be fake. I'm against fake trees.
Did
I
you have
don't,
one in
no,
before? You
no,
never had a fake tree.
no. I've always had real trees.
Wow,
Um,
I didn't even realize that.
yeah, no, they've always been real. I think except for like well, by the time I moved out of my mom's house and like we didn't really have like, family Christmases anymore, she
Yeah.
started going the artificial route.
Mhm.
Um, but other than that, no, I grew up with like real trees. Like we would go to the tree farm. My dad would carry like the handsaw and he would like
Oh my gosh,
literally
the
like
classic.
he would like cut down the tree, like physically cut it down. So that was like always like the tradition.
Nice.
Um
Little classic American movie. Sorry. First thought of my mind.
So I think that's kind of like where it stems from. I just like to kind of like keep that tradition, and I don't know, just fake trees. It's just not the same thing. And then, I know they're like people try to make the claim to me like, oh, they're like getting better, they're more, pretty and like decorative and like whatever. And it's like,
The
yeah,
fake ones?
yeah, like
It's still not the same, like, they'll never be the same.
no, exactly. So, I know the
Yeah,
convenience of having them pre-lit and like whatever. I understand the argument, but for me personally, real trees are where it's at, and it's the only place it's ever gonna be. So
facts.
I got my tree and super excited. We put it in the stand. And last year we had an incident where the tree fell down. So I was like, okay, let me like, let's stand it up, see what happens. Left the house for maybe like an hour or two, came back and the tree was fine. So like, okay, good. This means that like I can decorate it. I can put the lights on it. I can start putting ornaments on it and I can put water in the base because learned my lesson last year. Once you put water in that thing, and if that shit falls over, it's just a shit show because
So, is that a thing? I'm sorry, but is that, like, a thing? Like, when you get because I don't do live trees, I don't even really do a Christmas tree, get them, so but when you get a tree, you let it stay in the stand, and then
no,
or
well,
that's just your thing?
that's just my thing because
Okay. Of your experiences.
yeah, just my own personal experiences. Because I don't if for those of you who get real trees, putting them in these stands where you have to like screw in to like the tree trunk to like make it stand,
Mhm.
very complicated process. Okay,
It looks like
so
it.
I'm gonna go like past and present here, I guess, since I'm like kind of on that bandwagon. But so when after my dad was done getting on his hands and knees and like cutting down the Christmas tree, he would tie. We had like I don't know if you remember my house on Evergreen.
Mhm.
We had like the big ass tree in the front of the yard. So my
Yep.
dad would throw a rope over like one of the branches. He would tie the tree onto the rope and use it as like a pulley system,
Okay.
and he would have the tree like suspended in the air, like using the ginormous tree in the front as like the
Yep.
whatever. So he would do that, and he would like slowly like lower it into the tree stand, so you knew it was like straight up and down, and
Right.
then you can easily like screw the things of the tree stand into the tree. So that way it's like sturdy and stuff like that. And he would like add like wood and like whatever to like make sure it was like completely sturdy.
Such a dad.
Um, definitely. So he had this like whole thing like mapped out, right? But, not living in a house, being in apartments and stuff like that, you don't really have that kind of luxury. And it's just really a pain in the ass to put a tree in these fucking tree stands. And I can't wait. This is a tangent. I can't
Hmm.
wait for someone to invent a better tree stand because this method is just, it's difficult. I'm just going to say that and leave that there. But
Feel better about
anyways,
not having a tree.
I mean, it's an experience, but it's a fun one, as irritating as it can be. But so when we came back to the house, the tree was still standing, and I was like, okay, cool. I was like, I can go, full at it and decorate my tree. So I'm
Hmm.
do everything. I put the lights up. I'm like, okay, cool. Everything's good. I put the ornaments on. I'm like, okay, awesome. And then I'm like, all right, everything's still good. So let me finally put water in the tree because, we're still a few weeks away from Christmas. I don't want it to dry out. So I'm
Hmm.
gonna water my tree. After I
Hmm.
watered the tree, I would say I don't
Sorry.
know, maybe 20, maybe 30 minutes or so. I'm in the kitchen. I'm like getting ready for like my lunch the next day and stuff for work. And next thing you know, all I hear is a crash. Just, oh my God. I look over and the fucking tree is on the floor. And I run over there so fast because I'm like, fuck, I just put like all this water in the tree. It's gonna be all over the floor. So I
Oh
go rush
my
to like try to like pick it up
gosh.
and I'm like it's like slippery and I'm like wet with like pine needles everywhere. And then I see the only ornament to actually break is probably the only ornament that like means anything to me. Of
Oh
course, go
my
figure.
gosh. It gets no better.
So I have to like sweep that up while I'm like trying to dry my tears because I'm like this is just like such a fucking nightmare. Like, why is it like it was fine the whole entire time, and like I wasn't rough with it when I was like putting lights on the tree, so I don't know what the fuck happened. Ugh. But
You didn't
so
use your dad's method, or they didn't cut the bottom of the stump flat.
it was flat.
Oh.
I don't know, but it was also like shaped kind of like weird, so it was like hard to get like all four in like perfectly. I don't know. It's a science that I clearly haven't figured out yet, and we have a very love-hate relationship. I've been talking to my tree all day and telling it that it better not fall again because I swear to fucking God. So my boyfriend actually tied a rope around it and nailed it to the wall so that way it won't fall over.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and all the people out there who are for artificial trees are like, see, that's why she should have just got a fake one.
I know, probably, but then guess what? I wouldn't have a story to tell now, would I?
No, that's very true, but wow.
Hmm.
That's like, a new place, water all over the
Oh
place.
my God, it's such a
Did you get
nightmare.
water on your couch?
Thank God that didn't happen. But I had to scoop off all the damn pine needles onto the floor and clean that
Oh,
up.
she's over here wiping up the floor and wiping her tears at the same time. You poor
Oh my
thing.
God. So sad. Like it lasted like I don't it had to have been at least 5 hours by the time I got to like, decorate it and stuff and then
Oh my
it
gosh.
just decided to just tumble and I'm just like, okay. Now I just don't even know what to do. I didn't want to touch the damn thing, but today when I got home from work, I decided to give it a second go and it's currently decorated and still standing from what I know. So, we're just going to hope and pray that it stays right up because I just can't.
How long
Figured.
after Christmas do you keep the tree up?
I don't know. If it depends on like how it's doing. If it's like
Mhm.
dead, then get rid of it immediately. But I try to keep it
Mhm.
up till at least like New Year's. I would say.
Okay.
Yeah. So it really
Well,
depends.
hopefully this tree lasts until New Year's then. It's already gone through a lot.
Who are you telling? I was so mad.
My
Like you have
Christmas
no
wish is for
idea.
your tree to make it to the new year. Merry Christmas.
Why? Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh my
Man,
gosh. Wow.
so
I literally have like a 3 foot artificial tree. And one, I don't even know where I would put it if I put it up because now having a bunch of baby stuff, there's just no space for anything.
annoying.
Um, but yeah, that sucker might stay in the box. I haven't even put it up yet. I bought this years ago. I probably bought this about maybe 7, 6 years ago.
Have you ever put it up?
No, I'm pretty sure I haven't taken it out the box at all.
Oh my god, no, you have to. You have to. I don't care how non-holiday you are, you have to take that shit out of the box. What is wrong with you?
I bought it because it was on clearance, and I was like, "Oh, this will be nice." And then maybe it was maybe no, never mind. Yeah, it was probably about that long I had it. Oops.
You're insane. I'm demanding you that you have to take that out of the box and you have to put up that damn Christmas tree.
I'm not really even going to be home
It
around
makes
that
no
time, anyways.
doesn't matter.
It's just more work. I already have to pick up baby poop. I'm not really trying to have to take this tree out, put
Well,
lights on
might
it, take the
struggle
lights
still.
off. Huh?
It's not a pre-lit one.
No. No, it wasn't that smart, but that's all right. It was on clearance. So I was like, shit. It was like probably like $10 or something like that. Like it was super, super cheap.
Gotcha.
So, because I bought it after Christmas had passed. So,
Oh,
smart move.
it is
But,
smart to do that after the fact, but
hmm
you should still put it up even though you're not going to be home. And it's a little baby tree. That's probably another reason why I have problems is because for me, it's go big or go home. So we have like a 7-foot tree in the living room right now.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. Well, I'm glad you're able to get settled in and to get that holiday feel started for you so you feel like you're at home.
Definitely had to. And it just like moments like that too, just really kind of like bother me sometimes. I was also crying about the ornament, but I was also kind of crying on the low because I'm
Mhm.
like, damn. I was like, I kind of wish my dad was here because I would just have him come over and put my damn tree in the tree stand. I wouldn't have to
Oh,
worry about it.
see, and stuff like that never ends. Like it just it sticks with you, and just like the quote I had found, grief is love with no place to go. It just sits right with you, and it's such a family moment with it being the holidays, and it's something that you have core memories of with your dad. So it's just you're probably never going to be able to put up a tree and not have him in your mind.
Yeah, probably not. And I'm like, is that a reason why it's falling down? Because I never like
He's
I like
messing with you.
I would like watch him do it, but I never put up a damn Christmas tree by myself. And
It's him telling you, see, this is why you should have done it with me. And you would know. Now your trees are just falling over,
something. I don't
toppling
know.
over with no respect.
But I'm like, it just like sucks. And it just kind of like goes on to like what we talked about last time of like seasonal like depression and like stuff like that. So
Mm,
it's like those moments and like you really wish that like they were there to oversee or to help you out or just be there.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Because I know he would
Oh,
certainly get a crack out of me telling him that my tree has now fallen twice.
oh, he would. He's laughing for sure.
Oh, he's
With
so
you.
funny.
He's laughing with you, not at you. With you.
Well, he's laughing when it happened because I was not laughing when it happened, and then we'd be laughing about it after
He's
together.
laughing with us now. He's
Same.
laughing with us now.
That's
It's
so
actually
funny.
funny you say that, because it kind of brings me into what we've been waiting to tell the people about. How you had mentioned the seasonal depression and this surprise that we've been holding out for a couple weeks now.
Oh yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think it's ready to drop that little bombshell? Hmm?
I think the shell is ready to explode.
Yeah.
I'm so cheesy with like my dad jokes, I swear.
I think so too because someone had already dropped a little gem on our Instagram page. If you have been paying attention,
Oh, that was me, huh?
it was you.
That was me, huh? Yeah. So, for those of you who have been tuning in, we've been holding out a little surprise for the past couple of weeks as to something, I would call it a new endeavor,
Yeah,
perhaps,
yeah, definitely.
that we're a part of.
A little
And
flex.
I find it to be pretty awesome. And it's, I don't know, I really see it becoming a new trend of today's times. And
Hmm.
um, I look forward to us being a part of the beginning of this. So, there is a new app out that is called Braid,
Hmm.
where it is pretty much a platform for pretty much having discussions. So it's like the Instagram, Facebook, MeWe type of social media where you can post a video. It could be like a 30-second clip, is usually, I want to say, the longest length of their videos. And it's pretty much posing a topic and others replying through video or commenting on the clip that you post. And you pretty much just have a discussion where it's like a braid where it's intertwined, like an actual braid. Everyone's conversations are kind of just intertwining. You kind of feed off of the previous comment where you essentially have a discussion. So, with us being a podcasting platform, it's really awesome where we can now have more discussion with you guys as the viewers and listeners. So that way, if we talk about something in an episode and you kind of want to chat with us about it, it's another avenue that you have where we can continue the conversation. It doesn't have to end just because the episode is over.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm really excited about it. It seems cool. Like Amanda mentioned, it's kind of like all of like the social media platforms kind of like into one. Um,
Definitely.
but with the topic of being discussion, it's not really meant to like post pictures or, do things like that, but
Hmm.
it's really going to help bring that discussion piece to where everybody can kind of like interact in like these short clips. And the concept of braid is to, people can add on to that same topic of conversation and give their opinions and just have that, quote unquote, like braid just kind of like keep growing. So,
Right. Because it's definitely a time where, I mean, it's a huge time of social media, of course,
mhm.
which allows people to voice so much more of their opinions. And I just think it's good because it's open for good conversation. It's not necessarily it's not made to be like a negative space and to kind of like harp on, someone in a bad light, but it's just a place to have conversation. And I mean, it's uncomfortable for some people to have conversation in person. Some people are just uncomfortable talking face to face to people, but I think this is another good avenue for those who are uncomfortable where they can still be able to chime in and be able to say something without having that awkwardness of someone staring you right in the face, waiting for you to say something or asking your opinion on whatever.
Yeah, no,
So
exactly.
we're on there. We're on
We are.
Braid. And it's awesome because you can bring your topics to other platforms. So you can start on Braid and you can bring it to Instagram and bring some more people from Instagram and talk about it on Braid and or on Facebook, whichever way you want to take it. But we're on there and y'all need to come and chat with us on there. And chat with everyone else who's on there too if you like, but you should definitely chat with us.
Yes, definitely. Since we're the ones that are going to be putting you on to this.
Yes.
And it is now officially available for everyone to download in your Apple and Google Play stores.
Yes.
Because we were initially beta testers and now the app is completely live. So you guys can go ahead into your little stores and you can download it. And it's called Braid. It's a purple app with, the
A
feel
braid.
of an actual braid.
A braid.
So it's pretty cool. We will make sure that we drop some links for you guys too, just in case that you guys don't know necessarily where to find it or what it looks like.
Facts,
And if
facts,
you
facts.
had noticed our story from what was it, yesterday or the other day, maybe Saturday, I think. Um,
Sure, one of these days.
right?
Earlier this week. How about that?
Then you guys definitely got a little sneak peek into kind of like what it's all about. And yeah, make sure you guys go check it out. It's super cool. And I think it is going to be like the next best Instagram.
Facts. Facts. I couldn't have said it any better. Great job, you. Great job, you. This is why I love you. This is why we do this together.
Oh, it definitely is.
We just and all that good energy you have. I feel more lively at the end of this episode right now.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad that you do because I feel a little less lively because I'm tired.
Sorry, I just sucked it away from you. My bad.
It is okay. There's no other way I'd rather end my day.
Well, folks, before we send Cassie off to get some rest and some relaxation, I just want to check in with my lovely co-host. Do you have any more gems to drop for our peeps?
Do I have any more gems?
Hmm.
I don't
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't think I do. I think we already dropped a lot of gems here this beautiful episode and I need to make sure that my Christmas tree is still standing.
That's a fact. Everyone, put on your Christmas list to wish for Cassie Street to make it to the New Year's. And also make sure that you check out our pages. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We're also on Braid. So don't forget to go ahead and download that in your app store.
Mhm.
We just look forward to the positive things that are going to come from this. So don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good fun stuff. And we'll tune into you next time.
Yes, we will. Bye, guys.